What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hopped LA Events on Tap,
episode 30,
covering all the awesome things happening in LA beer this week. So we are back in the South Bay, on our way to Smog City Brewing's anniversary celebration, and on the way we wanted to stop into a spot that has been on our radar for quite some time now.
So normally we come to you from breweries or beer bars where you can drink really good beer. This week though, we're coming to you from Craft Beer Cellar in Torrance. It is an amazing bottle shop. They're just over 2 years old, and their selection of beer is one of the best I've seen in Los Angeles. They got a ton of great local stuff, but the selection of regional, national, international, there's just a great selection here.
So yes, there is an awesome selection here. So it was a little bit difficult to choose what beer we were gonna drink today, but we managed to pull a couple goodies off the shelves.
So today I'm drinking Lion Claws. It's a collaboration beer between Los Angeles Ale Works and Firestone Walker Propagator for Firestone Walker's recent 2-year anniversary. This is a milkshake double IPA, clocking in at 8.5%. It's a really good beer, super balanced, like it's not over the top in any one direction. And the lactose is really subtle on this one. How about you? What are you drinking?
So I grabbed Chocolate Snowball from Unsung Brewing. It's a brewery I've been wanting to try more beer from. And this one just sounded pretty unique. It's an Imperial Blonde Ale with lactose, vanilla, and cacao nibs. Let's give this one a whirl. Oh wow. Really light body on this one. It's almost like an undercover dessert beer with that vanilla and that lactose, punching in some of that sweetness on it. So highly recommend this one if you're looking to try something a little bit different, especially from the guys at Unsung. They're doing some pretty awesome things over there. So if you guys are in Torrance or around the area, stop in a Craft Beer Cellar, check out their awesome selection, take some beer to go. We know we will.
And speaking of Smog City's anniversary party, here are a few highlights from the event. It was a blast.
In terms of events, pretty light this week, but a jam-packed weekend. So let's jump right to Friday, May 4th, starting at 12 p.m. Common Space Brewery is having a special May the 4th Star Wars event.
Yeah, this is where you get to decide if you're on the light side with their light Pilsner or on the dark side with their freshly released Imperial Stout. They're also going to have costume competitions, games, and a whole lot more. So if you're a Star Wars fan or just a fan of beer in general, you might want to check this one out. Also on Friday, May 4th, starting at 4 p.m., the Collective Brewing Project is coming to Eagle Rock Brewery.
And the Collective is straight from Fort Worth, Texas, and they're making some pretty great beer that doesn't make its way to Los Angeles all too often. So head over to Eagle Rock and check out these brews. It's gonna be worth it. Also on Friday, May 4th, at 5 p.m., Beechwood Brewing is releasing their latest version of System of a Stout.
Yeah, System of a Stout is their Armenian Imperial Coffee Stout, and it is an amazing beer. They're releasing the standard version in 16-ounce cans, as well as a new brandy barrel-aged version in 12-ounce bottles. So head out to all Beechwood locations on Friday and pick yours up. Then on Saturday, May 5th, it's Cinco de Mayo. And we have a ton of beer events going on all around Los Angeles, but one we wanted to highlight is the Cinco de Mayo block party at LA Ale Works in Hawthorne.
And in true Cinco de Mayo fashion, these guys are having a michelada bar, margarita-themed beer slushies, tacos, and some special beer releases to go around. Sounds like an awesome time in Hawthorne. Check out LA Ale Works on Cinco de Mayo. Also on Saturday, May 5th, starting at 12 p.m., Yorkshire Square Brewery is celebrating their first anniversary. So for those of you not in the Cinco de Mayo mood, this one's for you.
Yeah, congrats to Yorkshire Square on 1 year. This is just an awesome place to get a proper pint poured, and they're celebrating their 1 year anniversary in style with a special party, including a couple new beers being released and a bottle release. So head down to Torrance and celebrate with them. Then on Sunday, May 6th, starting at 12 p.m., Arts District Brewing Company is having a Cinco de Mayo hangover brunch, and you're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah, for this event, they are bringing out some pretty awesome sounding guest beers, pairing that up with a pretty interesting brunch menu. Pretty unique event that's unticketed, so if you're in the Arts District area, highly recommend you guys check this one out. Should be fun.
Or Uber over.
So that does it for this week's events. Let's head into our preview section, see what's coming up later on in May, starting with Saturday, May 12th at 12 p.m. El Segundo Brewing is celebrating their 7th anniversary. For this one, they're releasing a big double IPA anniversary beer, as well as having a bunch of special beers on tap at the brewery. So head on down to El Segundo and celebrate 7 years with them.
Yeah. Then on May 15th and 16th, the Cicerone certification program is coming to LA. On the 15th, they're having an off-flavor tasting at the Loft at LMU, where you can learn about everything that goes into making beer bad. And then on the 16th, they're going to be at Common Space Brewery with a beer savvy boot camp that goes through everything you know to pass the beer server certification test. So if you're getting into beer, you want to take your knowledge of beer to the next level, definitely jump on tickets to these. It's a fun event.
Also on Wednesday, May 16th, starting at 2 p.m., going through the following Wednesday, Not Just Place in Redondo Beach is having the 10th annual IPA Fest. Details for this event are pretty thin, but Not Just Place always blows the roof off the doors with their tap list. We'll be talking about this one as that week goes on, so stay tuned for more details.
Okay. Also on Wednesday, May 16th, starting at 4:30 p.m., Crazy Harry's in Winnetka in the San Fernando Valley is having an Institution Ales tap takeover. If you haven't made your way to Institution's tasting room in Camarillo, they are doing some amazing stuff, making some great beer, and they don't come to LA all too often, so head over to Crazy Harry's on Wednesday the 16th, try them out.
Then on Saturday, May 19th at 11:30 a.m., Surf and Suds Beer Festival is coming back to Ventura. This is a really awesome beer festival that has been getting better and better each year, and it's right on the beach, so it does not get much better than that. And it turns out we have a promo code for VIP tickets. Enter HOPTLA at checkout, unlock $10 off VIP tickets, and these VIP tickets always sell out, so you're gonna wanna jump on these ASAP.
And closing out the show for the week, on Saturday, May 26th, starting at 1 p.m., the Rarest Experience Beer Fest is coming back to Stout Burgers and Beer in Hollywood. This event is a super awesome, intimate, outdoor beer festival that features over 30 rare beers that have been cellared and collected by Stout over the years. It's such a good event, and you know what? We got something for you. We're giving away 2 tickets to this event. Head over to hoptla.com/rarestvip and enter for your chance to win 2 VIP tickets to the Rarest Experience. That'll probably make it in.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, celebrity shot.
All right, so that does it for this episode of Events on Tap. As I mentioned before, awesome selection here, so we're gonna go back to the coolers and grab some beer to go. We'll catch you guys next week. Drink indie.
And drink local.
Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning into these episodes every single week.
Yes.
However, if you guys want to get events delivered straight to your inbox twice weekly, head over to hoptla.com/subscribe and enter your email in there. Get these events delivered straight to your inbox, and you don't have to watch us anymore.
Go. hoptla.com/subscribe. Do it.
We'll wait here. Well, we need some beer,
Yeah.
actually.
Let's go.
Yeah.